What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Things You Missed on GameSpot from the Kind of Funny Dudes. I'm Greg. This is Tim. And Tim, there's a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game coming. Platinum
No one
Games.
would have known.
Nobody ever would have known about Mutants in Manhattan.
Yeah.
Never got leaked. Never did
At all,
anything.
no.
Got leaked a lot.
Yeah.
We all knew it was coming. But it's still exciting that it's here. You're a huge Turtles fan.
Oh, yeah.
You're gonna walk us through the trailer.
Exactly. So before we even get into it, Greg, I want you to know that the achievement list leaked.
Yeah.
And screens leaked. Like, so we've
Forever
seen a lot
ago.
from this game for a long
Right.
time. And from that, you can kind of garner a lot of information of what this game is.
Oh, okay, so that's
and once you
where-
see this trailer, you're like, okay, let's get right into it.
All right, good. Now here you go. It's T for teen. If you're younger than a T, sign off right now. Activision, we knew that. This is one of the, this was rumored, we knew that.
Yep.
We knew the name, we knew
Pause here.
Platinum. That's, okay.
Okay. Nothing too crazy here, but Ninja Turtles, obviously New York. You get the
course.
New York skyline. And I don't think that this is a direct homage, but I think that it's definitely inspired by the original cartoon theme song that starts off with the skyscrapers and the moon and yeah, exactly.
You think they'll do a new rendition of that?
Probably not.
Seems like they're going in a
guess
different
is no.
style.
Yeah. This is definitely, the art style is based off of the, I would say a mix between the current ongoing TV show that started in 2012, mixed with mainly the IDW comic series, which,
Gotcha.
if you are not reading, it is the best interpretation of the Turtles of all time.
Did you read when they crossed over with Batman?
With
yet?
Batman?
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I have that ready to go.
What about when they crossed over with the Ghostbusters?
I read that.
How was that?
That's canon.
Okay.
The Batman one's, as far as I know, not canon.
Okay.
Within the thing. So here we have more of New York, right?
Look at these orbs up there.
You can see these
collectibles.
orbs that are kind of on the different rooftops. So from the achievement list, we know that there's an achievement based on exploring the residential area.
Okay.
So to me, that says that I don't think it's an open world game, but I think that there's going to be
Hub
areas
worlds.
that are a little bit more open than we're used to seeing from Platinum Games licensed games. So far they've done Korra, they've done Transformers, and Korra, not so well received.
No.
Transformers, well received,
Right.
and I loved that game. And
Yeah.
it very much took the 80s Transformers cartoon, brought it to life in a video game, and was awesome. Now, there's a lot of things that make it seem like this game is bigger than that game. One of my biggest critiques of that game was that it was short, there wasn't too much going on. The fact is, the achievements, there's 50 of them in this game. There was only 30 in Korra, 30 in Transformers.
Okay.
Who knows? But that says to me bigger game, so maybe there is hub worlds.
Sure.
And I think that the green orbs are kind of, and there's also achievements for like rooftop running and like parkour-esque things. So I think that those are probably like ideal routes to go through when you're traversing the city.
Speaking of roots, dental care.
What?
There's a dental care sign over there.
Oh God! Okay,
like
I
roots,
missed
your
that.
teeth
I
have
missed
roots.
that. That was good.
It's a high-level dental joke.
Here we obviously
for all my
have
dentists out there.
the foot soldiers,
Right.
Shredders dudes. This game's called Mutants in Manhattan.
Right.
Everyone thought when it first leaked that this was going to be kind of like a remake of the Ninja Turtles 3 game back in the day called the Manhattan Project.
Sure.
That is not true at all. So we see here more foot soldiers doing their thing.
Look at this guy.
Classic subway shots.
Right.
Obviously, Subway is New York. It all goes
Look, you
together.
get to there's some kind of interactive behind there though with the trains. Those are icons as if to get on the trains.
Yep.
Not
So,
something from
again,
our
but
world, but a video game world.
Suggesting it's a
Right.
bigger world than
To shoot around
used.
Manhattan easily.
Yeah, exactly.
This guy looks like a super soldier, super foot soldier.
There was another achievement that is to kill Bebop and Rocksteady with the train. So the train can do damage, and that seems really cool. Here we got Rocksteady himself from behind, just ready to wreck shop.
Yeah.
Oh my God. This makes me giddy, Greg.
So that's my question. Is like my Turtles, 89. I like the movie. I like the animated series. I buy the toys. I do all this stuff.
Yeah.
I'm into it, but I haven't kept up since then. This
Yeah.
looks like a fun game.
Oh,
This looks like a game
yeah.
I want to play.
Definitely, and like I said, the IDW universe is by far the best Ninja Turtles thing, followed up by the current ongoing 2012 show. So the fact that this is kind of a mix of those two makes me very happy. Here, you see a shark fin. Now, hardcore Turtles people know that this is Armageddon.
Of
Who's
course.
the one of the mighty mutanimals. You know him from, if you're ridiculous, from the Archie comics back in the day. But he's also currently in the 2012 show.
Gotcha.
And he's made little appearances here and there. He is not yet in the IDW comics. So it's interesting that they're pulling from that.
Tonight, the Foot Clan emerge.
Pause here.
I'll take you back to Rupert's.
So there we go. Rupert's Pizzeria.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that Rupert's Pizzeria is where Michelangelo's boy Woody works.
Okay.
That's from the IDW comics.
Okay.
Pizza, obviously, Ninja Turtles,
Turtles love pizza.
classic thing. They love it. There's also achievements based on the pizza, like eating pizza. So eating pizza is a thing.
I like to think I've got those in real life.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Some Shredder shots. Beautiful.
More Shredder shots.
The war
He looks so cool.
Yeah. Is that what he looks like in the comics?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's very much looks like the comics. Some shots more than others. Where I say it's also infused with the 2012 because it has that kind of CGE look.
Yeah.
This obviously classic turtle shot.
Yeah.
It didn't originate there, but the whole running on the rooftops and jumping from the moon, the 2007 CG movie,
I remember
the
them
whole
doing
trailer
that.
was
Right,
kind of
right,
that,
right.
and it was so awesome. Here's our first shot, really, of the turtles, looking great. And now
April
pause here.
O'Neil.
We got April and Splinter in the
Yeah.
back. So this shot's really interesting to me because this proves that it's not in the canon of the
Comics?
the ongoing IDW comics.
Why is that?
Because April, she looked like that months back.
Okay.
in terms of the series, she has a little haircut now.
Okay.
Wears a different shirt. And
Well, so
also,
it could still be canon, couldn't it?
well, the thing is, so in the comics, there was a huge storyline about the gang warfare, and there was the Savate and the Purple Dragons and all that stuff. That got wrapped up, and then eventually we got to the Mutanimals.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, cool. We have the Mutant Ninja Turtles. What if there was another gang, right? And
Right.
an ongoing villain that was originally created for the comics is Old Hob. He's this cat, and he's really awesome. He creates this gang of mutant animals, Mutanimals,
Mutanimals get it.
including Pigeon Pete and Mondo Gecko,
Okay.
and a bunch of dudes. And that storyline's going on later when she has her haircut and all that stuff. So it's like, it doesn't fit in because the Mutanimals are in this.
Oh, okay.
And I love that the Mutanimals are getting so much love in this game because we're seeing ones that we haven't even seen in the comics yet. I'm assuming we're going to see more of them. The
Yeah.
achievements talk about Slash and Wingnut, which is crazy. We haven't seen him for a long time, so that's cool.
There's
There
the-
we go.
There we go. There-
Hero shot. Looking all cool. Now, no, go back a bit.
You got it.
The shot of all of them. So this is the proof that they're going after the IDW style. Because if you look at their bandanas, they each have slightly different shapes, right? Like Raphael's is more like a diamond-looking thing. That's based on artist Mattias Santoluco.
Okay.
He's had the longest-running art run on the ongoing IDW comics, and like he kind of set the tone for what they look like. And I personally love it. I think it's really cool, and it gives them each kind of a unique little flair.
Sure. And now we're gonna get. You're getting great shots of the turtles here, but then we get a lot of gameplay.
We get the
start
fist
dropped
bump.
in.
You see that? Go back to the fist bump? Oh yeah, there you go.
All their
So
weapons.
something that's interesting that I don't really like about it,
Yeah.
about this game, is the fact that their weapons like glow their color. So the swords or the katanas.
But I mean,
blue.
like, yeah, like here.
But it's because there's so much action. So
Right,
we,
right,
we start
right.
seeing the gameplay here, and now instantly seeing this, you're like, all right, Platinum Games.
Clearly
if you
Platinum
played Transformers Devastation,
Yeah.
you're like, all right, I totally understand this. I get what's going on. Right there is just like in Transformers Devastation. There's those like power attack moves. Now this game's also being directed by Kenji Saito, who we interviewed back at E3,
Right.
and he talked to me about Transformers Devastation and how he wanted to make a game that was like when you take your Transformers toys and bang them together,
Yeah.
and just play. And this is obviously that too. It's when you're playing with your Ninja Turtle action figures. Go back a bit
Sure.
to that attack. I love here that they're teaming up. You know,
Right.
Michelangelo's doing his thing, and then you see Leo and Raph kind of jump into each other and do this like massive team attack.
Shell to shell connection.
You can see that the gameplay is very fast. I don't think as
Platinum.
fast as Ninja Turtles was, or sorry, Transformers was.
Okay.
But I think that it's a little more hack and slashy, and I'm excited about this because Transformers, to me, felt really, really fast and then slow. And I think this has a more deliberate pace.
I think that's
throughout
why they're coloring it, because you're going to be going so quickly around
Yep.
the world, slashing things up. You got to keep at a glance, know where your characters are and what's happening with them.
You got the different colored foot soldiers around. There's one in purple, one in gray, and I like that's very classic Ninja Turtle video game.
Sure.
We got some Raphael shots. The voices, I can't identify them just
Okay.
based on listening
The
to it.
snippets that are here.
Yeah, so I'd be interested to see who it is. It doesn't sound like the 2012 show.
It ain't my
cast,
boy
though.
Rob Paulson.
So here we go. We actually get the shot of our margin there. He's a cyborg bounty hunter shark.
Of course.
So why not?
As you
know?
do.
So obviously, Platinum Games, there's going to be boss fights.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of them. They're going to be awesome. Then we get this ridiculous jetpack scene.
Sure.
If you guys grew up with Ninja Turtles, you know that the toys are just utterly insane. So why not give them jetpacks?
I agree. They deserve them.
And I think this is very much based off the old school Ninja Turtle accessories. These robots, I cannot identify. I don't think, to my knowledge, that they've been in anything before. Obviously, robots go back forever.
I remember
with
the little
Ninja
guy.
Turtles.
The little
the
guy you wound
Mousers,
up. Yeah.
the Baxter Stockman mix. So these could be Stockman robots, or they could just be generic video game bad guys.
We need somebody in this level to inhabit
Yeah.
to get the hell kicked out.
So this
of them.
guy, we definitely do know. He's one of the Stone Soldiers.
Okay.
It seems like he's more of a boss character, but maybe not a boss, maybe a mini boss, or maybe it's just like a intermediate, like not a basic guy, but just like a more advanced dude. He's one of Krang's Dimension X soldiers.
What we're seeing with the turtles, right, is this looks to be some kind of superpowered attack, right? Like you've built up a meter and now you unleash all of them in one devastating attack.
And I think it's the combo attack. Now, we do know from the achievements that you can switch between the turtles on the fly to like kind of attack and do different things together.
Gotcha.
What we don't know is whether or not there's co-op. And I really hope that there is. There was not in Transformers Devastation. There's
like
achievements
this is a different
based on,
kind of game, though.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like you're the turtles, you're a team, you need co-op.
There's an achievement based on co-op moves, but I don't know if they're just calling the turtle teams together co-op moves.
Your boy again.
More shots of my boy. Get some dialogue lines. There we got the Stone Soldier again.
Different angle. More ass kicking though.
And that design again, straight out of IDW comics. Go back a bit to that arrow. So earlier in this trailer, we saw that they were fighting Shredder up here.
Yeah.
Shredder not one to use arrows. Karai though.
Eh?
Karai one to use arrows. So I'm assuming she's in the game. Not surprising. That right there. Interesting. My theory is that it's a Krang like UFO thing because there was one thing in the comics back in the day. It's not in the IDW comics, but in the other comics where Krang had a UFO that kind of caused different status ailments.
Okay.
So it would make them sleepy or make them confused or make them like feel poisoned or whatever.
Sure.
So that might be what we're seeing here.
All right.
More Shredder fights and then bam, Rocksteady.
Now the reflexes he has to bust out of a moving train and perfectly hit them is pretty.
Dude.
I'm just saying, those are impressive reflexes. There he is.
Yep.
Do the achievements hint at Bebop?
Well, that's Rocksteady.
I know.
We see Bebop in a second.
Oh. I haven't seen this trailer in a few days.
Yeah.
There you go.
There he goes. With his chainsaw, this is literally a scene right out of the IDW comics.
Nice.
Which I cannot recommend enough. Go read them.
Go get them, apparently.
Now. They're so good. This game looks awesome. I'm really excited to hear more about it. I mean, this is Ninja Turtles.
This seems like the perfect fit. I know when a while back people had been up, maybe Rocksteady's next game is going to be Ninja Turtles. And that sounds cool too, don't get me wrong. But in terms of just a fast-paced action game that I want to jump around, like what Platinum does best, like this sounds
Transformers
like...
Devastation.
Right.
And I'm really happy they didn't go with the 80s cartoon Turtles because although everyone remembers them fondly, like that's a much goofier vibe and that's not what you want from Ninja Turtles. This is what you want.
Okay. X is going to give it to you.
X is going to give it to you.
Ladies and gentlemen, what else? Well, I mean, Activision and Platinum are X. They're crossing over.
Oh, okay. I got
Activision, Platinum, X. See what I did there?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, what do you think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Mutants in Manhattan. Let us know in the comments, share the video with your friends, and of course, keep coming back to GameSpot for more of this kind of funny content.